second video on my YouTube channel. I was going through my files the other day, just sorting things out for this YouTube channel, getting prepared, all that kind of stuff, and I found the video of my very first look at this van, the very first time I ever saw it, and it was the same weekend that I came back from Japan. I'd been living there for about 5 years. I had never seen it before. I saw some photos online, I saw a video, but I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. I had no idea what this was going to be like, if it was even fully usable. I knew it could drive, I knew that it had an MOT, I knew that I liked the layout and the size, but other than that I really didn't know anything. So it was a very risky thing that I did, but I'm really glad that I did it. And we're going to see my first reaction today to the wishing pod. We're going to also look at my vision for this van, because although it looks like I've done a lot, and I've only been here for 3 months and I'm pretty overwhelmed with how much I've done, especially when you compare seeing what it did look like. I really didn't expect so much to have happened in such a short amount of time, but here we are. Every single area has its own little theme. I have been vision boarding van life for a really long time. I've wanted to do van life for probably around a decade, which means I have so many ideas. When I knew that I'd be coming back to England and that I was going to be doing van life, I got straight onto Pinterest. I'm a real Pinterest girly, and I created vision boards for each section of the wishing pod. I feel like even though we've done so much, I still have so far to go. So yeah, I'm really excited to show you. Let's go. Wow. Okay. So is this already a swivel chair, or does it need to be...
It needs to be fixed back to the thing.
It needs to be fixed a little bit. That's okay. Whoa. Oh my god, it's massive. What the hell? Oh my god. Wow, look at the bed. Isn't it huge?
Yeah.
Holy moly. Oh my god, it's amazing. It's quite a decent amount of space, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh, it's perfect.
It's already perfect.
Yeah. I'm ready to go. Let's go to Europe. Amazing. It's incredible. Gosh, there's so much potential, isn't there, with this?
Yeah.
Isn't there so much potential?
I think it's because it's slightly wider than a normal vehicle.
Yes.
You've got all that space, so you can sleep
Yeah.
across the vehicle.
All of this is going to get removed.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have a big table, like I want to have like a big wonky all good in the wood table here, and this is going to be like my music area. Yeah, it's going to be cool. And then I have room to like do yoga here and some dancing. I can't believe it. This is my house. This is my house. You're in my crib. This is insane. I bought with my money and my new life. I love it. It's a real fixer-upper though, isn't it? It's going to take a lot of work.
Uh-huh.
You're lucky you get to keep me for a long time.
I mean, I think a lot of it is useful, you know.
Oh yeah.
Just needs to be fixed up and painted or whatever.
This one. Ooh! Look at that! So what I'm envisioning here is I want to get this like all painted. Like little flowers or something here. Yeah, and I want to get maybe this one. I want to turn it into like a blackboard, so like people can just like write on it and draw pictures, and then maybe put like a basket here for shoes or something like that. And it's nice, isn't it? I could like be at a festival, like serving people cups of tea, just in the campsite. I was thinking about turning this into a fireplace, but I'm actually not sure because I really like this cupboard. I like the shape. Maybe I need your design skills. And there's room for a dog as well. There's definitely enough room for a dog in here. Okay. Woo! It looks exciting! Wow! Thank you so much for sorting this out, Dad. Thank you.
It's alright. You sorted it.
Not
I just went and
really.
picked it up.
I just found it and then you sorted everything else out. Also, have you noticed how all the doors are sparkly? Kira, kira.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
I like it. But we're gonna get rid of all of it. This is all wallpaper. I reckon we can just take it all off. Yeah, look at that. Just get rid of it. Bye-bye.
Oh, a sparkly wallpaper.
I'm gonna put a big mirror here. This is gonna be a big mirror with like big Hollywood West End lights. So yeah. You hear me?
Alright.
My first spot of DIY. Yee! DIY queen, let's go! So the overall theme of this van is gonna be fairy core, cottage core, and Disney magic. I'm a big Disney fan. I grew up watching all of the princess movies. I wanted to create this place as my little fairy den, my little getaway that you open the doors and it's like going into a fairy forest, basically. Let's have a look at the bathroom first. So I've already installed some sparkly walls. My dad helped me a lot with these. I originally wanted these like mermaid, fin, kind of scaly walls, but I just couldn't find what I wanted online. So I opted for this other wall panel. And in a way, it's kind of easier because you just put the whole panel up and it makes the whole wall waterproof. So basically my bathroom is a wet room, which is awesome. So I've got my toilet in there, I've got my boiler that I've already installed, and I just need to put in the shower head and connect all that up. So I'm going to be using the shower in here really soon. The bathroom is going to be themed The Little Mermaid. So there's going to be some beautiful blue colours in there. It's very sparkly and like being underwater. I've actually got a huge bag of driftwood that my mum very kindly collected and put varnish on. This actually used to be on a mirror in the house that I grew up in, but my mum has taken that all down, and all I have to do is like remove the glue and then re-stick it in my bathroom. So I really wanted driftwood from the Isle of Wight because that's where I grew up. I thought that I was gonna have to go picking on the beaches, which I was really looking forward to, but it just so happens that my mum has loads of driftwood for me from the Isle of Wight, so that's great. And so as well as that, I'm gonna be putting shells all over the mirror as well, so I think it's gonna be really beautiful. I want loads of rope for like hanging towels and my toilet roll holder, and maybe some like decorative stuff as well, so it kind of gives that image of maybe being on a boat, something like that. And if I make some cupboards or something, I quite like the idea of painting it blue and then sanding it so you can see the original wood coming through. That was my original plan for most of the cupboards in this van, but now I've started making cupboards with my dad, like the fronts of them. I actually really like the wood by itself. I think it just looks very cozy and magical, and I like the colours that come through, so I probably won't be painting them now. Okay, so let's move on to the bedroom, which might be my favourite part of this whole van. When I was looking at vans, I knew, and I've known this for a really long time, that I wanted to have my bed above the cab. I like sleeping high up. I feel like I'm quite cat-like in a lot of ways, and so I wanted something that was small and cushy and cozy. One thing that I don't like about a lot of van builds, and this is just my personal preference, I don't really like when you have a bed in the van and it just takes up all of the space. I find that so annoying. I find it really important to have a distinct difference between bedroom, workspace. I don't like when they merge into one. That might just be because I have ADHD, and the change of space really helps me to focus when I need to work, and it also helps me to unfocus, I guess, to kind of decompress when I go to bed. So anyway, I really wanted to have the bed above the cab. I love this one because it's huge. It's a full double bed up there. I have space at the end. At the end of the bed, there's gonna be a beautiful bookcase, and I'm gonna make it, I want to like a wonky bookcase because I'm a big reader. I have books just lying around everywhere, and I really need to get them like a proper space. So that's on the list of many things to do. The bedroom is going to be themed kind of like Sleeping Beauty, or just like how you would imagine a fairy going to sleep. So I want loads of beautiful flowing white fabric all along the ceiling, mixed in with fairy lights and ivy. And on the outside, as you go into the bedroom, this little gap here, I want just beautiful like princess curtains, and that will make it feel really warm in the winter. And I think it's also going to be nice to like separate the areas a bit more. I think it will just look really pretty. So I'm very excited about that. The other thing that I almost forgot to mention is that when I came back from Japan, I couldn't really bring much stuff with me, and the stuff that I did bring was super lightweight. So I brought back some fake flowers, because if you've ever been to Japan, you know that one of the many things they do very well is fake flowers. They're very, very good at it. So I don't know what this is. I think this might just be one of my dad's. My dad, who is helping me with this renovation, he has loads of ivy and various like fake flowery things because of his business. He does a lot of like glamping stuff and building, renovating vans, that kind of thing. So I'm in a very lucky situation right now. Let me show you what I've got then. Of course, the sakuras. I have cherry blossoms from, if you've ever seen Japan in the springtime, you'll know all about the cherry blossoms, and so I couldn't leave without bringing some with me. These are covered in cobwebs. They've been in storage for a little while. I've got some autumn leaves. Oh my god, there's so much hair on everything. Oh my god, this is what I mean. I'm like a cat, I just molt constantly. So these are my autumn leaves. Another very iconic thing that you see in Japan. This, oh my god, this is embarrassing. This like hangs like that, and then I guess this can just hang anyway. But yeah, they're just very pretty, and from a distance I feel like you can't really tell if they're real or fake. So the other thing I've noticed about living in a van is that it's really bloody hard to keep plants alive. So it's a really good job I'm gonna have loads of fake plants, because I'm a plant gal. I really enjoy flowers, plants. I buy myself flowers constantly. I'm also trying to be a plant mum, but honestly I just kill everything. So anyway, these are some sunflowers. They're just very cute, very summery. So I haven't decided yet if I want to rotate the flowers to be like a seasonal thing, or if I just want to have them all at once as a kind of memory of all of the different seasons of Japan. I do want the wishing pod to have just sprinkles of Japan throughout it, just to remind me of the amazing 5 years that I had there. And then finally I just have these lilies. These are my lilies. I reckon they will look really nice with the ivy. Actually, I should have maybe bought a couple more, and then I could have sprinkled them throughout my bedroom. But anyway, yeah, very pretty. So yeah, those are all the flowers that are going to go in my room. Let's talk about the exterior. I don't know yet if I want to paint the van. It's not that I like the kind of old rustic look, but I just think it might be safer to have it looking a bit run down. But I haven't decided yet. If I decide I don't care about that, then I'm thinking of painting it like a baby pink colour, and it's got some beautiful black lines around it, so I might just repaint those on to try and keep the heritage of the van. So the first big change I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an awning. It's gonna be on this side. I play a lot of festivals. I'm a musician, and festival season is just like my favorite time of year. I find that when you have something interesting going on outside your tent, it's really good for meeting people, making friends, networking. So I thought if I get a nice little awning and like a nice rug and some chairs, and even like a fireplace, some festivals allow you to light fires in the campsites, so that's great. I think it'll be a really good way to like hang out. And also, I usually don't go to festivals by myself. I want to have a place where I can hang out with the people I love at the festivals, and also have it as an opportunity to make friends. So that's like the main reason for having an awning. But I also think when I'm traveling around, it will be really nice to have an awning and set it up and go out and have a nice cup of decaf just next to a mountain or a beach or something. Sit under the awning and it's just like really cute. This door on the left hand side here, this is like the main door that I use for going in and out of my van at the moment. The top half is currently being made into a chalkboard. It needs maybe another layer of paint. I just got halfway through and then lost interest, which is classic ADHD me, but one day I will finish it, and I want to cover it in art that is, you know, by my friends and whoever comes to visit me, and then maybe every quarter I'll just wipe it off and start again. The steps going in, I would really love to have some kind of artwork there, so I'm either thinking painting some flowers. Maybe my mates will help me with that, or I might just wallpaper it. That's the exterior. All right, let's move on to the kitchen. I am very, very excited about my kitchen because I feel like it's the one bit of my van which is coming together first, because I've just really needed to use the facilities. Like I've got a gas cooker in here, so I'm just constantly making cups of tea, which is awesome. I've been cooking meals in here, which has been really nice. I love cooking, it's one of my favorite hobbies, but I still need to install the sink. I still need to get my fridge sorted, and you know, it's a work in progress. But I have an air fryer and a sandwich maker, which has just made the world of difference, honestly. So let's talk about the design. I'm going to be using this wallpaper. I had such a nightmare trying to get this bloody wallpaper, and it wasn't even this one that I wanted originally. I wanted... So by the way, this is Dunelm, and I'm sorry to like drop you in the shit, Dunelm, but I'm just like, I'm so over it. I ordered pinky kind of rose wallpaper, pink and green, and it was so pretty, and I ordered it, and then they sent me the wrong one. It was the rose thing, but it was like a grey one. It's like, you know, I'm not a big fan of grey. So I took it back to Dunelm. I was like, this is not the right one. Please change it. And they were like, okay, we're going to send you the right one. And then they sent it to me again, and they sent me the same wrong one. This all happened in the space of like a week. I was like, I am so over this. So I went into Dunelm, and instead of doing the same fucking thing again, I went in and I decided on a new wallpaper. And I decided on this one because it reminds me of the cherry blossoms in Japan. I don't think that they are actually labelled as cherry blossoms. It says that it's Luila Blue. I don't know if I'm saying that right. They're saying that it's not cherry blossoms, but I'm looking at this and these look exactly like cherry blossoms to me. So anyway, my kitchen's going to be like a cherry blossom theme. Now, we're not doing roses. I have a lot of roses throughout my van, and that seems to be a reoccurring theme, this kind of beautiful vintagey rose stuff, which I'm really, really into at the moment. For the flooring, I've ordered, I think these were Dunelm actually, so they did send me one right thing at least. I've got these black and white tiles, which are so cute. I can just imagine it looking like a little 50s diner when it's all done, so I'm super stoked about that. And yeah, I think that's kind of it for the kitchen right now. I've got a sink waiting to be put in, which is an enamel sink, and it's like this beautiful kind of a pastel green colour, so I think that's going to be really cute. Finally, let's talk about the space we're in now. So where you are currently sat is my music studio. You are currently sat on the desk of my music studio, and this is like my living area slash sleeping area. I take a lot of naps on this sofa, and I have had a friend stay over on it once, but I want to make it into like a double bed sofa, like something that you can either pull out or flip over, so that I can have loads of people stay over for, as I said, like festival season, stuff like that, because I can sleep probably 2 in there. I don't want to say 3. We could probably fit 2 and a dog, I reckon, in there. And then if I can fit another 2 in here, that means I can have like a whole team of people with me helping me out when I gig at festivals, which would be amazing. And even not just for helping me out, just for hanging out with, it would be so cool to like go traveling with lots of my girlfriends and stuff like that. The flooring in here is gonna be a really classic like wooden floor, all real wood. This is just the way my dad does it. He does like all kind of wonky flooring, all different kind of lengths and sizes, and it just looks so beautiful. So we're gonna have like a very whimsy floor going on here. There used to be like this cupboard just here, and I ripped that out a couple of days ago, and I'm gonna have a fireplace put in. I've got my fireplace waiting outside. It's bloody freezing at the moment, so I really hope that we can get it in soon. It's just like a logistical thing basically, because we need to insulate a load of this wall. I'm gonna insulate all behind here and down here and basically everywhere that we can, and then put the fireplace in. In my music studio, I have like this L-shaped desk at the moment. Moving forward, I'm gonna add a load of storage underneath because it's all just open at the moment and it looks a bit crazy, honestly. And I'm also gonna have a pull-out drawer, which is gonna be especially designed for my MIDI piano. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at with my van, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did. Drop me a comment about what kind of video you'd like to see next, and what you think of my whimsy wishing pod. Alright then, thank you so much guys, and have a great day. Bye!